Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered if everyone sees the same blue as you do? Or what a piece of music would sound like through someone else's ears? We can never really know for sure how others experience the world, but once in a while a person discovers that the way they experience the world is actually quite rare. This is the case for people who have synesthesia, a neurological phenomenon. Synesthesia is often defined as a blending of the senses. Instead of just hearing music, some people with synesthesia might also see colors, shapes, and movement. For others, numbers might have a certain color, letters a personality, words a taste. Interestingly, even abstract, non-sensory concepts can cause synesthetic experiences, like time having a position in space. Because the senses and certain concepts can be combined in many different ways, there are over 70 different types of synesthesia. Although researchers don't yet know what causes synesthesia and why not everyone experiences it, they have been able to demonstrate that it isn't just something people make up, and that the many different types of synesthesia all have some things in common. They happen involuntarily, they're unique to each individual, and they're usually stable over time. Also, synesthesia is not simply passed on through generations by synesthete parents teaching their own experiences to their children. We are not born with a fully developed brain. It is plastic and adjusts itself throughout our lives based on our interaction with the environment. Synesthesia may be a result of these changes. For example, synesthetes can process letters faster if they are shown in their synesthetic colors. This could be a result of learning novel categories, like the alphabet. Understanding synesthesia might help unlock the secrets of how our brains work.
But what's it really like to have synesthesia? We asked 3 synesthetes to tell us about their experiences.
I have colors on letters. I see colors on weekdays, months, names have colors as well. When I think of events or something I have to remember, I place them in space.
So I see colors when I hear or see letters and numbers. I have sort of a spatial awareness of time. And then sometimes I also have a bit of color or sensation when I listen to music.
I can see colours in reactions to sound, but my main type is lexical gustatory synesthesia. These flavours, they're actually a full mouthfeel. None of these are in my mind's eye, even with my colours. Synesthetes tend to call it projected rather than associated.
When I read words, I don't see colors on the page. Some people might do, but I don't. It's somewhere inside an area with a rainbowish color kind of feel.
I don't see anything out in the world with my eyes. I have sort of an inner movie theater. So sometimes I will actively use it to remember maybe names or numbers. For anatomy, I would use it sort of like if the anatomical words, if they were different from the others in the way I experienced it, then it would be easier for me to remember.
I have to remember when something happened. I usually will get a color feel as well. I haven't checked this, so I'm not sure, but I talked about 9/11 with my family recently. I think it was a Tuesday, because I get a yellow feel.
Most synesthetes will say that their synesthesia helps them with their memory processing and remembering things. I can walk around a street where I was as a child and I'll taste flavours of things, buildings that aren't there anymore. The downside of my synesthesia is that my brain thinks I'm constantly eating food, and that can lead to quite nasty stomach aches sometimes.
Mostly I enjoy my experience. I really enjoy certain letters. I don't always enjoy when I have synesthesia on music because it can really overstimulate my senses. It's too disorganized and chaotic and fireworks in my brain.
I definitely have numbers I like better. And usually I don't like even numbers. I like uneven numbers more.
Speaking about synesthesia, I think it's very important, and what it's taught me is that everybody is different. 10 people can look at an object and get 10 totally different perceptions from that. Everybody, although we occupy the same space, we're all different. We're all very, very different.